What a world. Welcome to another episode of Bleed Black and Gold. As you know, I am the host, Brandon Janeau, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, BrandonJaneauShow, social media platforms, Instagram threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, The BrandonJaneauShow, and of course, TikTok, BrandonJaneauShow. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. I really would appreciate it if you did. Where you can really go though, man, is the YouTube channel, Brandon Janeau Show, man. Subscribe, comment. I do try to comment back, and when I do see the comments, I try to comment back when I see the comments. Um, like the vids, like the shorts, helping the algorithm. If you do it, if you comment all that, it helps an algorithm for more people to find this episode and other episodes of the Brandon Janeau of my podcast, Brandon Janeau Show on YouTube. So go do that. I would deeply, deeply appreciate it if you did. Ah, all right. The Saints are officially 0-4 to start the season, losing 31-19 to the Buffalo Bills. If you actually watch the game, the score would not tell you the actual truth. I am not mad at the Saints today at all, which is shocking. We actually had less penalties. We actually had less penalties than the Bills. We had less penalties. Uh, I don't even think we had a turnover. I don't even think we had a turnover today. No, but yeah, we did. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. We did have a turnover. We had like one turnover. But for the most part, man, like we actually played a really good fucking game against the so-called best team in the NFL. Like people was projecting we were gonna get our ass blown out, we were gonna get destroyed, all of this shit. Even last week, I was a little down on them, but I was like, but I expected that game last week. Like I said, it was our first road game we had all goddamn year. We went to Seattle. It's a completely different world. Like we went from you know what is Seattle's Pacific time, so we played them three. It was 3 o'clock in New Orleans here in Houston when the game kicked off. So it was like 1 o'clock there when the game kicked off. So it's like, bro, like it's a completely different like atmosphere. Like it was a completely different world. Like I expected us to go to Seattle and get our ass handed to us. I expected it. And I expected us to turn it around and have a great game against Buffalo, a somewhat poor game, a better game against Buffalo. I expected it. I truly, truly expected it. I thought it would be a better game. I'm very happy that it was a better game. I'm not mad at us today, man. It literally, like I've been saying all fucking season. It really feels like I've been saying this all goddamn year. It's like I said this again. Like this is what the Saints are. They are going to be this team this year. I don't think people understand that. Like this is going to be the Saints. We're going to be in a lot of these games, and even against the best teams, we're going to be in a lot of these games. And we're not going to, and it's going to be one or two plays where we either have a really stupid penalty, like the punt that happened at the end of the game, where we got the ball back, we were getting the ball back, and then the punt happens, and we run into the kicker, and they cost us pretty much the game. They just cost us the game. And we're gonna have a play where we kind of do the reverse, trying to do like a trick play and end up getting it picked off by the Buffalo Bills before halftime. This is what we're gonna do. We couldn't score again, like I said, like we've been doing. It's hard for us to score. We can't get touchdowns, which also killed us today because there were a lot of opportunities we had to get touchdowns in this game, and we just couldn't get the ball in the end zone. But this is the Saints. I don't expect us to be anything but this year. Like I've said numerous times. The last week was a complete and utter anomaly. It was our first road game. We never had we at this time, and also we had no our offensive line finally is healthy. I don't know when we're getting Chase Young back. If this motherfucker just don't show up at any time this season, I don't know when he's coming back. He hasn't even played this year. I mean, I expected this team, this game, to be a little bit more competitive, and it fucking was. I think a lot of people are now looking at the Buffalo Bills maybe a little differently in this game because they're like, why the hell you couldn't blow out the Saints? Seattle did it. You couldn't do it. No, and it's no diss to the Buffalo Bills. Shockingly enough, we're not as bad as people think we are. We just are fucking young. We're very inexperienced. Kellen Moore does not know what the fuck he's doing. He's a young head coach. He's never been in this position before where he has to clock manage and he has to call plays and he's got to. This is what I expected. This is the scene that I expected. This is the Saints. We're going to lose games, but we're not going to lose games like we lost against Seattle. I think a lot of people are delusional if you think that that's what we're going to look like all fucking year. We're going to look like we look today. We're going to look like we looked against San Francisco. We're going to look like we looked against Arizona, where we're in a lot of these fucking games. A lot of these fucking games. And a lot of these games are going to stress a lot of people out. We're just not going to put them off at the end. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not getting bent out of shape about this game. I am happy. I am proud that we played our ass off. Moral fucking victories. That's pretty much what the Saints is going to be this year. It's going to be like, damn, we lost. Yeah, we lost. But hey, man, it's moral fucking victories, man. Spencer Rattler, again, continues to show that he is starting to grow as a quarterback. They're believing in him. They're trusting him. He got fucked up a lot today. He was getting tagged a lot today. But I expect, like again, man, I expect the Saints to have these types of games all fucking year. Do I think we're gonna win a game or two this year? I do. I think we're gonna win some games this year. I think at the end of the year, a lot of teams are gonna probably be like, we could just beat them. You got to realize we got Tennessee still on our schedule. We got the Giants next week, who lost Malik Neighbors today. I expect this game next week to be very fucking intriguing for the Saints. They're going against the Giants. The Chargers, who lost to the fucking Jets to the Giants today. Like, what the fuck is going on with them? Like, it's shit like that. Like, I don't expect this. We got the Chicago Bears on our schedule this year. I mean, like we got some teams on this schedule that, in hindsight, should easily whoop our ass, but probably won't. Like, probably fucking won't. We still got who else we got on the schedule? And we got to go there. Oh, we got the Rams. I mean, like I said, man, like again, we got the Dolphins on our schedule. We got to play the Jets this year. Like, we got some teams on this schedule that, like I said, like if you're a Saints fan, the first couple of weeks were going to be hard for us. We got the Cardinals, 49ers, Seattle, but and then it goes to Buffalo Bills. Like, this was going to be a tough start to the season. I even said that. I was like, yeah, we're gonna probably have some games. We're gonna struggle this year, early in the games and stuff. But this is the team. If we played these first four games and you told me the only game we would look the worst in is Seattle, but we will pretty much take Buffalo to we would take Buffalo to literally the second half and late in the second half. And we had chances to tie both games. We had a chance to at least beat San Francisco in that game. And we had a chance to go into overtime with the Arizona Cardinals. I'll take that. The first four games of the season, the only game we just completely looked like we just did not know what we were doing is the first road game of the season for us. I would take that. I would take that in a heartbeat. Like, fuck yeah, give me that. Hell yeah, let's do that. This is the thing about us, man. Again, like I said, I am not super out of it. I know who the Saints are, what the Saints are. They're, like I've been saying, they're going to be the Detroit Lions of a couple of years ago. They're going to be the Houston Texans, where they're in a lot of these games. They're just not going to win them. They're going to be in a lot of these games. They're just not going to win them. Spencer Rattler is still trying to figure it out. He's still trying to, like, he doesn't want to put the ball in too many tight spaces. He's doing a great job, but we're not going to probably score a lot. We're not going to have those moments. And then defensively, we're going to have lapse in judgment sometimes. This is exactly the team. This is exactly the game. This is exactly what I expected. The Saints did exactly what I expected. We played our ass off, and we just lost. A couple plays just did not break our way at the end, and that's exactly what happened. I'm not surprised that we fucking lost this game. I didn't in the slightest. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So Saints lose 31-19 in Buffalo. Next week we got the Giants coming to us in the Superdome. Giants won their first game today by beating the Chargers. So we'll see, man. Saints is now 0-4. That is all. That is it. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.